this is the meeting, this is February's meeting going over January. So I will share my screen and then we can get started. Okay, so I will start out with recognitions like we normally do. So starting with our top 10 sellers, we had Miranda Phillip with 12,070 in sales in January. You guys, like, what the heck? I'm pretty sure she should be leading these meetings and not me. But yeah, that's seriously amazing. So good job, Miranda. Lindsay had 4,000. And also, all of these other sales are really amazing too for all of you guys. So don't feel like because you didn't have 12,000, you're not good, because these are all amazing numbers. So Lindsay had 4,398, Hannah with 4,236, Shanna had 3,215, Kathy 2,546, Crystal 1,500, Sharon 1,458, Danielle with 1,343, Christina 1,228, and Taylor with 1,167. And this is super exciting too, because we have some newer consultants who just joined within the last like month or couple months on here making these charts. So it's really cool to see that you guys are doing so well already with such a strong start. For our top 10 shows in January, so this means like any shows over $1,000, Miranda had an $1,800 show, Lindsay had 1,644, Crystal 1,602, Miranda 1,411, Miranda 1,358, Miranda 1,351, Danielle had $1,343 party, Kathy 1,328, Hannah 1,262, and Kathy with 1,203. So that's amazing. Kathy, like almost all your sales were in just like 2 of those parties. That's so cool. So good job, you guys. For our top recruiters in January, Miranda had 4 recruits. Shanna had 2, Hannah had 1, and Melissa had 1. So the gift card winner for this month goes to Miranda on that one. And then this slide I'm going to pass by because they haven't updated our points for whatever reason for the new year. I went in today to pull the reports for that, and they're not showing the new points for the new year because all these numbers reset. So these were from last month's that I have already gone over. As far as February specials go, so what's going on right now, the free gift with purchase is the silicone basting brush and then 60% off cookware, as you guys know. So it depends whether if their party's at 200 in sales or 650 in sales, depending on which items they get to choose from. The cool part is that these blue cast iron enameled, the blue cast iron enameled cookware pans, those are actually part of the spring products, but they're releasing those early to host. So that's kind of exciting. And then for March, so for next month, the free gift with purchase is going to be the small flexible cutting mat sets, and then 60% off host exclusive sets as far as the host specials go. So there's going to be a few different things to choose from, whether it's a scraper set, the measuring set, or the, I don't know what you would call this one, but the chopping set, I guess.
Chopping set, yeah.
And then what's exciting is like for the stoneware is going to be available for hosts only. So anyone, like, I don't know if you guys have kept track, but obviously there's been a lot of customers who have been wanting stoneware. So anyone that you have who's been wanting it in the past and like it hasn't been available, I would recommend like you reach out, you let them know in advance about, hey, like this is offered to hosts only again in March. Like, would you want to book a party? You can get 60% off a set. Because that could be a really good way to book parties too.
I thought the stoneware was coming back in March. Is it not?
Yeah, I thought so too. I don't know a for sure answer to that because I thought it was going to all be back in March. So I'm
that's
not
what
sure
I've been telling everybody.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that means like late March mid-March.
Okay.
Hopefully it means sometime in March. But yeah, I've been
Right?
waiting to
Okay.
see that on the Stern. I haven't seen anything about it yet, so I'm not exactly sure. Hopefully what they meant by that wasn't that it was coming back for just hosts. I'm not sure. But and then for the February consultant sales offer for this month, it's the Pampered Chef logo light. So if any of you guys submit $1,000 or more in sales for this whole month, you'll get this light, which I thought it was kind of cool because I'm like, oh sweet, I'll put it on my desk, kind of cute. And then I don't know if you guys have saw, but the spring launch just was released yesterday. So all the brand new products that are coming out March 1st, they'll be available to all consultant or all customers and guests. They're available to us as consultants starting now. So all of the spring products are available at 50% off for supplies. So if you are wanting to get any of the products, they're available to us as consultants for 50% off starting now. So that's kind of exciting. So
Amanda, do you know what we get if we earned spring things?
yes,
Because I
that's what
got a
I'm
thing
going
saying
over
I
right
earned spring
here.
things. Oh, okay. Thank
That's
you.
what this is going to be. It's really blurry. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's really blurry. But so for those of you that submitted certain sales in November and December, that's what the spring free-for-all was. So now these are the products that you guys will be earning. Like I said, you can purchase them for 50% off starting today. So for the level 1, it was if you submitted, so for November, if you submitted $12.50 or more in sales, you'll get the saute tongs, the coating trays and tongs, and the pancake and waffle mix, which, by the way, I'm going to go over all these really quick, but if you didn't see the email in Stir that was sent out yesterday, there's a link to a video to watch on YouTube, and it shows all the new products. It's like an hour long, so if you really want to watch the whole thing, then make sure you have an hour, but it will show you all these in way more detail and stuff. So level 2 for November free for all, it was submitting $2,500 or more in sales. And the double electric oven and griddle is part of that, which that one's pretty cool. And it's like a $370 something item. So if you earned level 2 in November, you'll get that, as well as what does that even say? Oh, the double electric waffle pans. So those can fit in there, and so it can become like a waffle maker as well, waffle griddle. Level 3 in November, which was if you submitted 4,000 or more in sales, then you get the mesh produce bags, the nesting silicone trevettes, avocado tool, guacamole mix. And then level 4 was submitting 6,000 in sales. That's if you earned, that would mean you would earn all of these things showing in the first category, and you'd get the olive and cherry pitter, the donut whole pan, the deluxe air fryer, fruit leather trays, the citrus juicer and zester, and the rotisserie seasoning. And then for December, if you submitted 1,000, I think it says, in sales, then you'd get the pasta tongs, the stainless steel whisk, and the donut mix. Then level 2 was submitting 2,000 in sales, and you get the rapid prep mandolin, the French onion dip mix, salt and vinegar seasoning, and the new enrichables, which are the super veggie enrichables. So that was a lot. I think this can be found on Marketing Imagery if you guys wanted to go back and look at that again to see what you're going to get. And they said that they're going to be sending these out really soon, within the next week. So if you guys earned any of these, be looking for them. You can get the FedEx app, and it will tell you when you have packages arriving, which is really cool. Because that's how I track all my stuff from Pampered Chef, so I can know when it's gonna show up and all that. And then as another thing really quick, a little perk of being a director. So as a director, you can earn all of these things for free as well. So I participated in the November and December free for all, but that stuff will come to me as doubles. And then as a director, as long as you've had 5,000 in sales in the last 4 months, can like not each month, but altogether, they automatically send you all these products to your doorstep every time a new season or like a new line is launched. They'll send them all to you, which is really cool. And then if you get doubles, like then you can use them as gifts or giveaways or stuff like that. Okay, so then another thing is that starting today, there's a change to the consultant kits. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that or not. All the new kits include a small pouch of the Enrichables pea protein, a sample taste buds packet, and recipe card are now in every box. And then the ultimate kit is currently not available, so make sure that you guys know that is if you're recruiting anyone. The deluxe air fryer is actually not available right now either, due to a high demand that we had last month on those. And then the deluxe and ultimate are now going to include the microwave popcorn maker instead of the microplane course grater. So just to know if you have these pictures in your parties, just to update those, grab those from Marketing Imagery and Consultants Corner. And those will all be updated now in there.
Amanda, can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
So this is my first change in seasons. So do they automatically send us like a stack of new catalogs and the little mini catalogs, or do we have to order those now each time a season changes?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. See, I can't remember if only directors get that or if they send them to, does anyone else remember if they got those? I think you might have to order them as a supply. Miranda, were you here when we did? You were.
Yeah, I think you have to order them. I think only they send them to directors. The small ones that you're talking about, I think, or you're talking about the Season's Best, those are automatically having to be purchased. I don't think they send Season's Best for free.
No,
Yeah.
not
But I
the
know
Season's Best. They have the small little catalogs. They're like the small little brochure type catalogs.
Yeah, like the mini ones.
I'm
I know
not
what
sure
you're
about
saying.
those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that we do have to purchase those through the supply.
Okay.
The supply part or whatever it's called, the supply store.
Okay.
So this was just a bigger image of like some of the new products, which I'm super excited about. They came out with a lot of new pantry items. So I think that they're going to be really popular ones though, like the guacamole mix. You literally just put a tablespoon of this in with per avocado that you use in guacamole, and it has like everything in it to make your guac taste like perfect. And then the salt and vinegar seasoning looks cool. The rotisserie seasoning, apparently that's supposed to be really good. So these are some of the new products. The avocado tool, the citrus juicer and zester, that's just an updated product. So I'm sure a lot of you guys already have the old one. This one's pretty cool because it has the container on the bottom now where it will catch the juice and then you can pour it out of the spout that's on there. So that one I think is pretty cool, especially when you're doing like lemon juice in a recipe or something. It's just easier. So these are some of the other items too. The pan scraper set. So these are the new pan scrapers, and they're gonna stay, like they're no longer gonna sell the brown ones anymore. So these will be all the ones that you'll see. Like if anyone orders stoneware or any of the items that come with the scrapers, they'll be these new updated ones. And then another electric item. So we have like the air fryer, the quick cooker, the blender, and now we have the deluxe electric grill and griddle. So if you haven't watched the video that I was talking about through the stir, you should watch it because that thing's pretty cool. It can do tons of stuff. So I'm excited to get that and start trying it out. And then my favorite items, I think, is the Rapid Prep mandolin. I don't know if you guys have our old like simple slicer, the one that lays flat, but this one looks pretty awesome. You can do like fry cuts, it dices. There's like 3 different types of cuts you can do with it. And then you're just pulling the handle, the green handle on top instead of pushing your hand across the blade. So I've cut myself on the other one. So this one's like a lot safer and it looks pretty cool. So excited about that as well. And then, so the lemon garlic rub, the everything but the pizza seasoning, Enrichables Super Veggie, and the blue enameled cast iron, all of these are early launch products. So all of these are now available to our guests, except for the enameled cast irons are only for hosts right now. And then before I go over this, I wanted to talk a little bit with you guys about bookings. I don't know about you guys, but like for me, bookings have been really hard lately. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if it's the time of year. I'm not sure what it is, but they've just been like a lot harder, it seems like. And so I had a meeting with Kristen and she gave me this document of overcoming booking objections. And it was something that I am going to post into our team page, because usually like I have the overcoming recruiting objections and like I'm really focused on that, but I've never really like thought about overcoming booking objections before. So it made me think about like how many lost bookings I probably have, just because if someone's like, I'm not like, I don't think my party would do very well. And if you just move on, then like, you never know, like that could be like an awesome host. They just needed you to overcome it, you know? So anyways, like she has all these different things on here. So like if they don't respond, like a great thing. And this is something I've like changed about my booking messages too, is like making sure that I keep track of like, okay, so today is February 2nd. I sent my booking messages and then I write down, I mark that like who I wrote, or I highlight, for everyone does it different, but for me, I have it on paper. And so I highlight everyone who I have messaged, and then I make myself a note, check back in on February 5th. And then that way, when I'm going, like on February 5th comes around, I go to do my booking messages and I see my piece of paper that says check back in February 5th. Then I'm like, oh yeah. So then I go and type each person in my Facebook Messenger. And if they already replied, then obviously you don't message them again. But if they didn't reply, then you would say something like, hey, thinking of you. Did you get my last message? Okay, hope all is well. And that has really upped my bookings, because like a lot of people will either open a message, read it when they're like driving or something, and then totally forget to respond, or they won't open it all because they never saw the message come through, or 100 different reasons why. So it's just another way to like, I guess it's like more bang for your buck, I guess, because instead of just moving on to like a bunch of new people, you're making sure that you're actually contacting everyone that you were trying to contact. So that says like usually 48 hours later. So I usually do 2 to 3 days later. So anyways, there's all these different booking objections on here. Like people say, I'm not going to pass, or no, thank you. And you just ask like, okay, is it no, not right now, or hosting really isn't your thing? And that way, you know, like they say like hosting's not my thing, then you're not going to message them in like 3 months and be like, hey, you want to book a party? Like then you'll just be the annoying consultant. Rather than like, oh, just not right now, then maybe you can get them booked for a couple months down the road, or some other time. Or if you ever go back to them, you know that, okay, cool, at least I know that like this person is still somewhat interested. Anyways, so there's just like so many different objections on here that we like typically get when people don't like want to book a party, or this is one I get a lot. My friends don't have any money, or they're on a budget. I hear that all the time. I don't have any time, I'm too busy. So that's like super common. So anyways, I'm going to post this to our team page so that you guys can reference it and have it. And I would encourage you guys to just like start looking at it whenever anyone replies to a booking message, and maybe that will help a little bit with that. But other than that, I I want to share a couple important dates and then just leave it open to you guys to talk about like whatever you wanted to, as far as like if you had questions or wanted like help or training on something. I just wanted to leave it open to you guys. So really the only important dates this month are that March 1st, the spring products are available to everyone. So make sure that you don't get so excited about the spring products that you're like posting them all over your business page and your Facebook page and everything, because unless you have like a full calendar February, but even then I'd be careful, because then like a lot of your hosts will be like, oh, actually, like I saw that those launch on March 1st, so I don't want to have my party till March. So you can end up getting like no bookings in February if you share too soon. So I would wait to share the excitement about the new products until they're available to everyone. And then March 2nd at 6 p.m. will be our next team meeting. But other than that, I just wanted to leave it open to you guys for whatever questions you had on literally anything.
I have a question really quickly on the spring launch. The first falls on a Monday. Are they going to want us to do like we did for the fall and not start parties until March 1st? Like in Consultants Corner, just not have them actually activated until the 1st because of the switchover?
Yeah, they haven't.
I mean, that's what they did in the fall.
Yeah, they haven't announced anything like that. And I'm wondering if because we're on direct ship now, that's not a problem anymore. So I would say that I don't think so, because I haven't heard anything about it yet. I'll post in our team page if I hear any differently, but as far as I know, it's the same. It should be totally fine to start them before then.
Okay.
Well, the only problem with starting them on Sunday is if you have people that go on and order something on Sunday, and then everything comes out on Monday and they go, what the heck? So it might be something, I don't know, that might be something you want to think about depending on who your host is and stuff.
Well, that too. So usually, we do a new template every season usually. So like I'm going to start making my new template for March, April, and May, and that will be my spring template, going from my winter template, which I'm using now. So maybe something you could do is like have a post on Sunday, or Saturday or whatever. We'll usually post my party start Sunday, but you could have a post on Sunday showing, all the new spring products. You're so excited for this week. This is the very first week it's offered, or whatever you want to do. And then your customers can see that, and maybe I'm sure they would probably like wait to order until they were available. That's one option. But yeah, I see your point.
Yeah, it definitely would be something you might want to put on your on that Sunday, the 28th or whatever the last day of February is this year.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, I think it's the 28th. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
So Amanda,
Sorry, go ahead. I was just going to say one other thing that you could do is, instead of like, you could still start all the invitations and stuff, because I don't know about anybody else, but sometimes literally like I'll open a party on Facebook and 2 hours later I've got sales already. Some people are just super, super early birds in shopping. They just want to kind of get in and do their thing and get out.
Yeah.
So you could, when you set up the party, just make an announcement, like, pin an announcement saying that spring items launch on the 1st. So shopping link will be active then, so that nobody misses out, or something like that.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Good way to do it.
Pin an announcement. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Or maybe like because I create my Facebook cover photos in Canva. You could also add that to like your cover photo, like spring launch, March 1st, link will go so it's kind of the first thing they see when they go in the party. It might be,
that's a good idea.
Worth doing that so that people don't get upset.
Yeah. And then it's not on your template to where you're going to have to go in and change it again for the next week.
Right.
Or whatever. That's true.
Exactly.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
Because I do a template every month instead of every season.
Is that what your secret
is? So then you wouldn't have to.
Yeah, really.
And here's the thing, like I keep like a general template. So like for the fall, it highlighted all fall products, but I would go in and I would change the games every month, and I would go in and I would switch around the timing of the posts every month just to kind of make it new. Because a lot of times I would get a lot of bookings for the following month. And so then when the same content came out, a lot of the same friends would be invited.
Mm,
So it was all the same stuff. So I would just,
yeah.
change a few things, but yeah.
I wonder if that has anything to do too with like the Facebook algorithms.
It
Like
might.
I swear, like the second I make a new template, like it does really well, and then it just like it seems like my parties start going lower towards like I'm so ready to switch over to a spring one now. You almost wonder like is
Yeah.
it the algorithms on Facebook, they start like seeing that you're
It
posting this
absolutely
so
could
much.
be.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it
I just thought of
absolutely
that.
could be. And make sure that you have a green check next to each post in your template, because if you have a yellow warning sign or a red X, it means that it is being used all over the place. And so it could
Oh.
either get flagged, or it could be something where it's not shown because it's just everywhere.
Yep. And
So even if
Facebook
you just
will.
go in and you change the wording, just change the wording. Like, I mean, I've even gotten to the point where I've just broken up one paragraph. I didn't change anything. I just put like a space between two paragraphs, and it turned it into a green check.
Yeah, me
So
too.
it doesn't
I'll
have to
just
be like a
change-
huge change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes I'll just change one word and it goes to green.
Yep.
So that's a good tip too, for sure.
Amanda, at one point, I was trying to figure out how to put a video in, and you said something about, just go into, I think it's in Imagery or wherever, and you can put them in. And I ended up having to find it in YouTube, which was way easier than to put it in to post my party.
Mhm.
And you said, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Is that an easy explanation, or is that something for another time?
Oh, the
Because
video.
I mean, the
thing?
YouTube thing worked. It worked for me
But
to do the YouTube, but
When you do that, they have to click on the YouTube link to take them to that, right?
right. It doesn't
Okay,
just
yeah.
pop up.
So that's why I used to do the YouTube links, because it is easier and it is way faster, and you can do that. I just switched over to the other way because I liked that, like, as you're scrolling through the party, it just starts playing as soon as they see your screen there.
That's what I want. Yeah.
Yeah, so it grabs your attention. So are you asking me to like show how that's done?
How do you do that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Because when I tried to do it, it gave me these like 3 or 4 options, and none of them were like what I wanted them to be.
Yeah, I
It could
can
be
show
'cause
that.
I'm
I
old.
get that question a lot, so I totally would be happy to show that. That's a good. Why is it making me relog in? Okay, just a second. Sorry. So what I do, so you go to Consultant's Corner first, and then you
Right.
grab whatever you are going to grab. So marketing imagery. Oh, hold on. I have to get my login code here.
We won't look.
Oh, it's fine. It's not my password. It's just Facebook's so locked down these days.
Yeah, if you guys don't have Duo factor authentication, you need to get it.
What's that?
So it's an app called Duo, and you can add any website basically to it. And before they will allow you to log in, even with your password, they send you a code to your phone.
Mhm.
Oh.
And then, so you can't get hacked. People can't open your
Oh.
Facebook or your
Unless they had your phone too.
Instagram or,
Exactly.
they have to
What
have the
is
code
it
from your
called?
phone. Duo.
What is it? Duo? Okay.
It's like in your
Yeah.
Put it on
Facebook
your
settings, I
phone?
think, right? Or yours is an
I
app?
think so, yeah. But if you
Okay.
just go to the App Store and look up Duo, I have to use it for work. So I just was like, oh, I wonder if they have it for Facebook. And you can go in and you can add Facebook to Duo, or maybe you add Duo to Facebook, one or the other. And
Which one
then
is it though? Because there's so many like on here when
it's
I'm
green.
on. Okay.
It's a green app.
Okay.
And it just says Duo on the front.
Duo
green and-
mobile.
Let me
Okay.
see. Let me see if I can screen share what it looks like. I don't know if I can do that on here.
Okay, so this is cool. I just noticed that they already put in like all these new videos for the new products.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome.
So the one, it's Duo Mobile and it's green with white letters.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
got. Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
So basically for this, so you go, the first step is you go into your consultant's corner, you go into marketing imagery, and up in the search bar here, you type in videos, or if there's a certain item that you're looking for, like the donut pan, like donut pan video or whatever, or you can type in donut pan, and then right here, there's a check mark, a checkbox. So you can
Okay.
either do images, videos, or PDF. So you could just click videos, but since I typed in videos up here, it's going to give me just a bunch of different videos. So there's a couple ways to search it. So then once I have I downloaded the video here that I wanted, so the donut holes video, so it's downloaded to my computer. And then you are gonna go back to your Facebook
Wait,
business
stop.
page.
How did you download? Oh, you hit the download button? Okay.
Yep, right here in the
Sorry.
middle, it's gonna say download, and then it'll
Got
just
it.
download straight to your computer. Once
Okay.
that's complete, then you're on your Facebook business page here, and then how I do it is I go to more, and then I click right here on videos.
Amanda, can you zoom out a little bit? Oh, never mind. It was just me. It was just me. Never mind. I had zoomed in on something.
Oh,
Never mind.
okay. I was like, I don't know. Okay,
I'm
everyone
like, I'm
else
only
can see
seeing
it.
half your screen.
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay. So then right here, this blue button that says upload video, you're gonna click upload video. Then it's gonna go to all my stuff. So I'll go to my downloads because I just downloaded, here it is, the donut pan. Open. Might be slow because I'm on Zoom and everything else.
That's okay. If I get that far, then
Okay,
it's
so yes, if you get this far, I can explain it. So then it's gonna show you this. You're gonna title your video. What's nice about this too is you can choose not to publish it under publishing options. That will be when you hit next. So like donut hole pan, I'll just call it. And then I'll hit next. And then it says publish now here, but like one day I went in and I uploaded like 15 videos or something. So like, unless you want to blow up your business page peeps with 15 videos on the same day, then you can choose to publish it. But I just like take it off my news feed. So this thing says news feed, and then you can uncheck that if you don't want people to see it. So then it's going to say 100% down here. It's going to give you a green symbol saying it's 100% ready. And then you'll hit publish. So all that's doing is that's putting this video onto your Facebook business page. So it's processing. So then I'll show you what to do next. So here we go. So here is
Holy
all my
cow.
videos. So I'm just in my Pampered Chef business page under videos, and it's showing me all the videos I have.
Oh, so you have them all there.
Well, because I've uploaded these in the past.
Right, right.
Yes, yeah. So they're all here. So if any of my customers or anything came onto my page too and they wanted to just like check something out, it's kind of cool because they can go to my videos and they can look up any of these and watch them. So it kind of like
Okay.
has a double bonus for that as well. But how you get it into Post My Party is you're going to click on these 3 dots here and you're going to click edit video. And then your video is going to pop up. Wait, I forgot. Did I click view post? I think you click view post right here. I'll tell you in a second if that was right. Yes. Yep. So you click on view post. And then it brings you to this screen right here. And I always remember because up here in the URL, it says facebook.com/watch. And so you always want your URL to be that watch link. And then you copy and paste that and you put it in your Post My Party link. And then this video will now be in there. And when people go into your parties and they scroll through, it'll just automatically start playing.
Okay.
Yep. Hopefully that made sense.
Wow. Well, I wrote it all down, so we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully.
The
You
other
know,
positive to that,
Amanda, when you don't do the publish now, because I do that as well, thinking that it's just gonna save to my thing. There's people that somehow still see that I have posted it, even though I don't publish it, because I'll get people that are following my business page that will like it right as soon
Oh.
as I upload it. It's so weird. So
That's
I don't know if
funny.
they get like a notification that I've added something to my watch or what.
Oh.
I think that's what it is. By clicking, like take off newsfeed, it's just not putting it on your wall.
Yeah.
But it's still notifying people that you've uploaded a video.
Is notifying people?
Yeah.
Oh, well, they probably thought I was
Anybody,
so
I
annoying
think-
a few days. That's
Well,
funny.
here's what you can do. I haven't done it in a while, but instead of clicking off of like don't post on newsfeed, you can schedule the post.
I saw that
Oh.
scheduled button on there.
But
Yeah.
So
then
then
can
it
you
doesn't
automatically
publish
get the
right
link?
away. Yes, because it uploads to your video section. It'll still upload. It just won't post
Oh.
right away.
Okay.
That's okay. Gotcha.
The other thing is too, you can get the link by if it's on your news feed and you click the little 3 dots next to the post, there's an option that says copy link, and you don't even
Yes,
have to
right
like
here.
open it up and then copy it in the
Yes.
web browser or anything.
She's
Yeah,
talking
so
about
that
right here.
those 3 little dots, yeah, you can copy the link.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, so if it's like recent, if you're looking for a video you uploaded a long time ago, it might just be easier to do the other way. But yes, you can also go to the 3 dots right here, which I'm going to delete this because this product isn't offered anymore. So yeah, hopefully that made sense to you guys. Is there any other questions on that? There might be
I think I'll
another way
have to
to
work
do it
through
too,
it.
but this is just how I do it. So I'm not sure. But yeah, that is the right
I'll
link.
try it and see. Yeah. Thank you.
I have a question.
Okay.
For all of the products that are being dropped at the end of this month, there's a really long list of them.
Yep.
What would you say is the best way to like get the word out about that, of like get these while you still can kind of thing? Because
Mm-hmm.
all they did was give us the names of them. I don't know if there are really any imagery or anything about like these ones are going away, but
There's a really good group, and I don't know if you're part of it, but it's images. I don't know, something.
Yeah, I have
But
a few
there-
posts.
There are people that have put together amazing things, and they do it to share with others. Like,
Yeah.
why reinvent the wheel if somebody else has already done it?
Like,
It is called
Are you
Pampered
talking about
Chef.
the Facebook page?
It's called Pampered Chef VP Images Only.
yeah, this one.
And
right
you
here.
have to
Yeah,
ask to
yeah.
join it. And it
Yeah, I'm in
has
that
like
group.
people that have already done this stuff. So it's like,
Mhm.
yeah, you can reinvent it, or you can borrow somebody who's spent the time doing it. And that's why people post them there.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
I
definitely
get a lot of
one
stuff
thing.
off there.
Yeah. I'm a part of all
But
these.
just
groups
check
here.
it.
So if you guys haven't,
Yeah.
if you guys haven't joined a bunch of these groups, you should, just because it's so helpful. Like anytime I need like new games or something, I just go
Mhm.
into where is it?
The game one.
Yeah, the game one. I don't even know if it's showing right now because I'm in so many groups. Oh, Pampered Chef virtual party games.
Yeah.
Virtual games.
And people
Mhm.
upload like holiday ones, seasonal ones, and then you just grab them and you steal them and use them, and it's really nice.
Yeah.
And then this one right here, I'm glad that we brought up Facebook groups because I was meaning to tell you guys about this. This is a new group, Pampered Chef Shared Rewards, Consultants Only, and then Pampered Chef Consultant Scoop. So that was in the stir as well, the Pampered Chef Consultant Scoop. I think that's like, they're wanting everyone to join that right now to be the latest, like up to date with all the announcements and everything. So Home Office is the one who runs that, and they're constantly posting things in there. So if you guys are not on that yet, I would make sure to get in there. You have to have your consultant ID number to get approved for it. And if you don't know where that is, go into any of your STIR emails that you get from Pampered Chef and scroll down to the very bottom, and your consultant ID number is always at the bottom of those emails. But yeah, these are always a good resource. I would say too, I don't really think there's like a right answer to go about it, but maybe just posting on your business page about the items that are going out. If anyone that has liked your business page in the past was interested in getting those before they're gone, that would be just one way. But other than that, I'm not going to do a whole bunch of, I'm not going to probably do a lot other than that, I think, with it. So yeah, that's what I would say for that.
Is there a way to not have your Stir News like go to junk mail? Do you know? Or like mine always goes to junk mail.
If you add the web page to your email, it should go to your inbox.
Okay. How do you do that?
I think it's almost like you add it as a contact.
Oh, okay.
I
I'm
think
not sure
mine always
exactly
goes
what
to
it
junk
is.
too, to be honest. Or not junk,
Oh,
it goes to
says-
promotions.
See? Email. Yeah. So mine just, yeah, it's like, it's always like where I don't see it, you know?
Or you can star it. Do you have you have Gmail, right?
Uh-huh.
I think if
Just
you,
star it. Yeah.
well, I don't know if that only
Just did
stars
that.
that email or what. Oh, if you click move to under the options and you click primary, it should go,
Okay.
those all should be transferred to your primary from then on, I think. Don't
Good luck. I've
quote me on
had
that.
one I've been trying to transfer over and it hasn't worked. So
Oh, move
hopefully,
to,
yeah,
Oh,
it's so
good.
frustrating, and it's not a Pampered Chef one at all, but it's really frustrating.
Okay.
okay. I hit move to, we'll see if that works, but yeah, thank you.
And on this shared rewards group, it's kind of cool just because shared rewards is so new. So it's just like information about shared rewards parties. Have any of you guys done a shared rewards party yet?
No.
Not yet.
No, because I haven't figured out what it is. I haven't
That's
taken the
another
time to
thing
figure it out yet.
too. As far as bookings go, that's another thing too, is like a lot of people are opposed to having a party, but if you tell them like we have this new thing called shared rewards party and like explain to them what it is, that's another way to get bookings, because some people who just like don't want all the focus on them or like their friends to buy stuff so they can get free stuff, have been really interested in the idea of doing like a shared rewards party. So like here's one of the things that people create that Kathy was talking about, just random graphics that people just randomly will create and post. So those are always good. And then always, these places are always great places to go to get your questions answered too on specific things. If you can't figure something out, it's a great way to get a question answered fast. So yes.
So you were saying somewhere with there's a number that we have. We have
Yes,
some
Yeah,
kind
I
Bottom.
found it.
Yep.
Bottom of your email.
Bottom of
Okay.
the STIR emails have your consultant
Oh,
ID.
okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Is there any other questions that you guys have about anything?
I have one that I'm hoping you guys can help me with. So I had a couple of parties, I think in December or end of November, when there was so much stuff that was not in stock. And so their sales just were not, like a couple of them didn't even qualify. So I told them that I would rerun the party in the spring once, you know, the product and stuff was back in. And so I just left their party open and their Facebook link and everything is still open. And I was just going to use the same Facebook group that I had used before. But I wanted to ask, have any of you done that? Is that the best way to go about it? Do you kind of strip out all the posts that were in it, uninvite everybody that was in it before so that they can refresh
Okay.
some of the people that you can't really re-invite the people that didn't actively join because there's no invite button for them anymore. So like, do you guys have advice on how to do that? Because I have a couple of them in March that I'm rerunning. Like, what's the best way to do that?
Anytime I've done anything like that, I just start over. Like I just make a brand new Facebook group. Because that way there's no posts that are in there, and like going through and deleting every single post takes forever. And then that way they can like it makes an announcement to people like what you were saying, because you can't like re-invite people that were already invited way back then that didn't join.
Right.
So I've just found in the past that that's the easiest way to go about it, is make a new Facebook group, connect it, and post my party. But I don't know, does
Okay.
anyone else have any tips on that, or like what they have done?
I agree. Just
Yeah.
start over, I think.
Yeah, start over. Yeah, start over, make it fresh. And then I feel like I had one host like have another party again months later, and I really had to like change it up to make it interesting again, because she did invite like a lot of the same people, you know. And the second party didn't do as good. But you know, I would say just changing it up, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. And then I just posted to our Facebook page 2 of the retired images, if anybody wants to
I
use them.
just saw it, yeah.
So there was one in VP Images where they only had some of the products, but not all. So I made a second. So there's 2 images, and the second one is all the rest of the items, I believe. Unless
Okay,
they've put
cool.
more on there since I made them.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's perfect right there. So are you putting these in
Oh,
your parties
very
too,
cool.
Tiffany?
What's that?
Are you putting these in your parties right now too, or what are you doing with this?
I don't put them in my template. I just kind of, if there's a lull in the party, I just kind of plop them in there and make a just-in-time post about it.
Yeah. Yeah, see, those are awesome. Sweet.
That's perfect. If you guys find stuff like that, I love when you come across those, you know, drop them onto our page anytime. It's so nice to like, you know, share things like that if we come across good stuff, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Very helpful.
Okay, sounds good. Was there anything else before we wrap this up?
I was wishing that the blue enameled cast iron was going to be part of our free-for-all too.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, those are pretty.
Do you have the
So
gray
nice.
ones, Tiffany?
No, I don't have any of them, but I earned everything that was in the spring free-for-all, so I'm super excited about some of it. Some of it I'm not excited about, but
Well, you can just give it away.
the grill is super cool.
I know, isn't it? It's awesome. Yeah, that is weird. I didn't think about how that's not a part of the spring free-for-all.
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder why that is. But you did get the mini one, the blue 1 quart from last month, right?
No,
Oh.
I didn't have, that was one question I wanted to ask. I only had one party in January because people just didn't want to book for me in January because a lot of them were waiting for the stoneware in the hopes that it was coming back in March, and then just coming off of the holidays, it was just hard to get bookings in January. And I didn't really go after a lot of it though either. I needed a break after the fall.
Yeah, exactly.
But I did have a question. So I didn't realize that future party picks didn't count toward our sales. So like my actual sales in January was $511, but like 100 and some of that was because a past host bought the blender. So when you look at my sales for January, it's only like 300 and something, but it was actually 511.
Oh.
So it's
That's
weird. I'm not sure why that is.
Is it because of like commissionable sales versus?
Yeah, you don't get commission on those 40% off items. So your
Yeah,
guest sales,
Yeah,
your
I know
guest
you don't
sales
get
would-
commission, but usually it counts, even if it's not commission, doesn't it still count towards your total sales for the month? I know you only get commission on the stuff that's not like host specials, but isn't that amount for whatever the host gets still supposed to count towards your total monthly sales?
Only commissionable sales count towards your total monthly sales.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's always like the guest sales and the commissionable sales, and sometimes those are different because of future party picks or things like that.
I think,
But
don't
they
guess.
go off of the free, like the free for all and like to have earned the January stuff? Does it go off of commissionable sales or your guest sales?
I think commissionable sales.
Hmm.
I think for me, the
I
only
think
sales
it's-
that I've ever shown in my consultant's corner under like the team submitted and personal submitted have only ever shown what my commissionable sales are. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because the guest sales include like tax and all that too.
So do
Possibly.
ours though. Our commissionable sales do too.
Oh,
Yeah. And then the other thing is did you guys all find out how to find your 1099s?
no,
No.
I haven't
Okay.
looked.
Okay.
They're now
Um,
able to be posting on there.
So
I've
basically,
got to go, guys. Thank you, Amanda.
what? Okay, bye.
I've got to go.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, let's wrap this up. But last thing I'll just say is the 1099s are now posted. They're available. So any of you guys thinking taxes, go into
You
consultants.
look
Corner.
in, yeah, into my accounts and under financial, there's a 1099 button and you click on it.
Yep, super
real easy.
easy. Yep. So
Yeah.
those are listed now. So if you guys need those. So our
Thanks.
next
I'm
team
gonna
meeting
go.
will be March 2nd. So I will see you guys then. So have a good
See you later.
February.
Bye.
Bye.
Chrissy, hope you feel
Bye.
better.
Bye. Thank